Okay. Wow. My hair. You need to watch me play with my hair for a little bit here. Nobody's watching anyways. Boy, my hair is bad. Hello. Welcome. Boy, my hair looks terrible. I decided before I stream tonight's Horrorfest stream, I would finally go through my Xbox 360 collection. I was going to try and stream horizontally so it didn't look the way that it looks right now, but for whatever reason it does not want to do that. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna quickly check some stuff here, make sure shit's sounding okay, and then I'm gonna get this out going, and we'll see how things go. I'm gonna mute for a sec. How about now? All right, let's test this now and see if it works. How about now? Any luck? Probably gonna hear myself feedback. Maybe. There we go. All right. All right. Let's start over again. Hello. Welcome to my humble home. Before I stream tonight, I decided I thought I would go through my Xbox 360 collection. I kind of teased it last time I did kind of a tour of my setup. Boy, I really wish I could get this thing to switch to horizontal layout, but it's being a bitch. So, yeah, you can see behind me here. That's the PlayStation area, PS1 wall, stuff like that. What you guys are mostly interested in here, and I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna flip this camera around. Is this stuff down here? You can ignore some of the mess I had to clean up there, but that is the Xbox 360 collection. There's about 3 rows. I think at the current present time, there is, I don't know. I'm gonna look at my Game I app in a minute. We can discuss like how many games I have here, but yeah, we're gonna go through them here in just a second, and set that down, and we'll see what what gems we can find, what we can go through. I don't have like a really great way of doing this because I don't have this room does not have my computer in it. Obviously, this is a completely different room. Holy shit, that's a lot of dust. But we're gonna go through and have some fun here. But yeah, I'll give some more shots of it. But I think it's easier if I just pick up a game, hold it up, and we can talk about it. But yeah, I have a lot of 360 games. Actually, just even looking at it, I didn't even realize it kind of spills up into a 4th row of stuff. So there's a lot of Xbox 360. That's kind of my biggest. Probably my largest collection of games is the 360. It's my favorite console generation. I think outside of like Super Nintendo, would be the Xbox 360. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start with a banger right away too. Right at the top here, a personal favorite. I have 1,000 in this game. Love this game. It is backwards compatible. Ooh, I even have a highlight here. I'll point out in a minute, but it is backwards compatible. but you have to have a copy, a physical copy of the game. Sorry for the truck going by. That is, of course, 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. This is you might laugh, but this is a fantastic Gears of War clone. When I open it up here, you can actually see I even have the employee GPG. Let's see when I purchased this. This was purchased, God, it has, oh no, it's in here. It was purchased 5/17/2016, so a little over 8 years ago. But it has the manual too. Disc is in really good condition. I'm happy to have this game. I always really had a lot of fun getting 1,000 in this game. Good way to kick off the collection. And I'm not going to go through each game, but I'm going to go through and kind of just talk about these here. So one of the things I did when I was at GameStop is I really wanted to go through and get I got really into shoot 'em up games during my tenure at GameStop, if you will. And so I decided one summer, I think it was the summer of 2016, could have been 2015, but I decided I'm going to hunt down every single shoot 'em up game I can for the 360 because I really, really wanted to just own them all. And I pretty much do have like most of them. Like I keep hearing weird noise behind me. When you have cats, you hear weird noises. Usually I have fans going, I turn them off. So this is the first one of those, though. It is Aikai Katana. Excellent condition here. I have the case. Or, sorry, the receipt. So this was purchased. Wow, this is long. Okay, I'm off my game here. This is way earlier. This was purchased in June 18th of 2014. Oh, I have a cat using the litter box. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. So this was earlier, but fantastic. The other thing that I did too, and one of the nice things about working at GameStop at the time was, if a game came in a shit case, you could just swap it out. None of us cared. We got some other stuff here like Alpha Protocol, Anarchy Reigns. I will show these. I'm missing one of them, unfortunately, but I do have both Armored Core 4, Armored Core 5. I'm missing Verdict Day. Excellent condition, obviously, for both of these. I don't have the manual for 5, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But again, it's cool to have these. I really wish I had Verdict Day, but I bought these before they like super fucking skyrocketed, so glad to have them. Some Assassin's Creed, Batman. I have Battlefield 2 Modern Combat for some reason. I don't think I have any of the other ones, but for whatever reason, I bought this one. Man, whatever cat's using the litter box behind me, it's in close, so you can't see them, but like they're like really pounding the shit out of that. Let's see, Bayonetta, Beatles, Rock Band. I do own all these. I did a video on the channel a while ago. These, the Burger King games is big bumpin'. Even has this like, it's probably wherever this was ordered from, something called Game Swift. I don't remember that. So, but big bumpin'. Got a highlight right here. Some of these are a little dusty. Got good old Binary Domain. Love. What a fucking crazy game. Insane story, but I do love this game. Bionic Commando 2009. We're not gonna speak about this game. I'm just gonna show it briefly. It is a sealed copy of the game. It's not worth that much, but I do have it. Maybe one day it will, but it is Black College Football, The Experience, the Doug Williams edition. I have a sealed copy of it. That's all we're gonna say about that. Bioshock Infinite, Blood Bowl, Blood Drive, Blue Dragon, Body Count, Borderlands 2. For whatever reason, I don't have Borderlands 1, but I have Borderlands 2. Brothers in Arms, Bulletstorm. I am proud of this, actually. It is really hard actually, to find a Bulletstorm copy with the actual cover art. Most of the copies have that, fortunately, the case a little damage. Most of the copies of this game have that, like, Gears of War, beta or whatever with it, because that was the whole reason to buy this game. But I do have it with this cover art, which I think is cool. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, excuse me. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is the only Call of Duty that I own for 360. At some point, I never held on to those games as I played them during that generation, because like I would get the 1,000 and just move on. Like I wasn't one of those kids that like had to fucking stay in the multiplayer. Like the only ones that I stuck with all the way through were like maybe Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2. After that, I just was like, I'm here. I'm the weird person that was here for the stories. This is a good one. This is an uncommon one you don't see every day. It's called Carrier Command Gaia Mission. Shinoa. My cat Shinoa behind me. That's who it is. Pretty good condition, as you guys can see. Again, not a game that you see every day, so that's why I picked it up back in the day. Both Castlevania Lord of Shadow 1 and 2, obviously. Duh. Here's a good one from, like, the first year of the 360 that I think a lot of people tried. That actually wasn't a bad game, a Sega game. That is Chrome Hounds. Pretty great game. Clive Barker's Jericho, The Club, Conan, of course, Condemned 1 and 2, both excellent games. Crackdown 1 and 2. Here's a good one that's getting a little bit harder. This is getting a little bit harder to find today. Happy to have this in the collection. I think I paid $20 for it when I bought it. It's worth a little bit more now. That is Cul-de-Sac Saga. Pretty cool to have this. Pretty cool to have this game on the shelf, not gonna lie. The Cursed Crusade, Dark Souls 1 and 2. Actually, Dark Souls 2, I have the collector's edition, so I have the cool steelbook. The statue's on my shelf. You guys probably see in the background of some of my videos. Dark Void, The Darkness 1. I don't have the Darkness 2 for some reason. I probably should get that. Got some real bangers right here that I'll show. We got, of course... Unfortunately, it has a stupid U sticker on it. Pisses me off, but it is what it is. Dead or Alive 4, classic from the 360 launch window. And then, of course, Dead or Alive Extreme 2. Great to have those. Original Dead Rising, Dead Rise Retribution, Deadly Premonition. This is a favorite. This is a personal favorite of mine. And you can play it. This is another really good back compat on Series X, or even if you have a Xbox One X. Really great way to play this game. Here's another. I don't think it's worth like insane amount of money, but it is one that keeps rising in value and probably will be. It's another one of those shoot 'em up games, Death Smiles. This is a really cool game. This was another one that during that summer I fucking just kept hounding other GameStops. Like what I would do is I would just pick a random zip code and then I would put it in the computer and I'd be like, oh, let's see if they have this game out in like Vegas, for example. And I call them like, hey, do you guys have a copy of Death Smiles? And be like, yeah. And if they ever give me shit, I'm like, look, man, it's for me personally. Like, you ship it to me. And I'd always help them out too. Like, if they wanted something from our store, like, sure, I'll ship you something, whatever. But that's how I got all these shoot 'em up games. Really, really good game. This one I've actually played through too. I like it. Deus Ex, Dragon's Dogma, Devil May Cry HD Collection, Dynasty Warriors Gundam 1, 2, and 3. Earth Defense Force, I have all of those. So there's, 2017. Let me pull them out. I can't read this from here. Chanel, what are you doing, lady? Okay. Earth Defense Force Instinct Armageddon 2025 and 2017. So got all those. Eat Lead, The Return of Matt Hazard. Not a great game. I'm pretty proud of this. I have both. I'm going to pull them both out. In my top 10 favorite games of all time, of course, is The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I have here the Collector's Edition with the original T rating. The other thing that's cool about this is a complete Collector's Edition. So it has the book and it has the gold coin. So the funny thing is, one of the other things I collected when I worked at GameStop was anytime someone would trade this game in, I would always take the map. So I have like probably a box of just 100 of the map of this game. I also do have this suite when they brought it out, 5th anniversary edition of the game, obviously with the updated rating. This was really cool too. Had a cool steelbook. Had a I think the other disc is like the install. Well, actually, let's look. Disc 2, I think, was the DLCs, but also had some like movies you could watch about the making of. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. Fucking love Oblivion. So I enjoy having both of those. Excuse me. Let me get down here. Skyrim, Enchanted Arms, Enemy Territories, Quake, Fallout, Fairy Tale Fights. I think I do. We're going to find out. I do actually have all the Final Fantasy 13s. I didn't think I did, but I guess I do. First Templar. That's a game. Here, let's see. I'm going to try and adjust this here. Because now we're going to have to get low. So, that's the problem with having this, like... Unfortunately, I have this, like, on the ground here. Like, the ground level. It's not the best place for this collection. So, let's see... let's see if we can adjust this a little bit. And make this... make this a little bit easier. Let's see if I can't... Let's try this. See, it would have been so much easier if that would have worked. What do we have? What can I prop you up on? I could just hold the phone. I'll just hold it. Whatever. We can go through some of this stuff here, though. So, we're getting down here, right? So, we got some other stuff. First Templar, Full Auto, Golden Axe, the Gears games, Guitar Heroes, Halo 3. I have all 3 versions of Halo 3. So, the original, the limited edition, and then the collector's edition, the helmet's in the other room. I have ODST, Halo 4, both versions. This was the collector's, and this was like Game of the Year version of the game that came out. Anniversary, Reach, Halo Wars. Hunted the Demon's Forge. As I'm going to have to shift here now and kind of really get down here. Sorry about the wobbly camera. Let's see what else we got here. We got... got some good shit here. Infinite Undiscovery. It's pretty good. I bought this just for the hell of it. I've actually never played this. Jimmy Johnson's Anything with an Engine. It's probably trash. Last Remnant. Here's the other one, Final Fantasy. Lollipop Chainsaw, Lost Odyssey. Who doesn't own Lost Odyssey? Lost Planet 1, Lost Planet 2. I don't have 3, though. This one's a little bit harder to find now. Lucha Libre. That's a pretty interesting game. Another RPG from this era that's a little challenging to find. Magna Carta. I got it at $9.99, man. This is another one I purposely got this way just because it's not the double pack. Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate Alliance, great game. Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 3, Max Payne 3, Mercenaries 2, the HD Metal Gear Solid Collection, this fucking game called Mind Jack. I think I got that for $5 at a flea market. Mortal Kombat 9 or Mortal Kombat Naughty Bear Gold Edition, Never Dead, Nier. This is actually getting up there in price. Nier. I'm not going to be able to pull any of these out, really, but... Omerta, City of Gangsters, Operation Darkness, Automadeus Excellence, The Outfit, Overlord, I'm missing Overlord 2, Over G Fighters, Perfect Dark Zero Collectors, Persona 4 Arena, Pocket Bike Racer, The Original Prey, Project Sylphied, Pier, Quake 4, Cubed, Raiden 4 and Raiden Fighters. What is that back there? Raiden Squad or Raven Squad. And then Argus of War. Record of Argus War 0 year. And then when we get down here, whoa, we're getting crazy here. All right, the end of this. A little dusty here. We got Record of Argus War, Red Dead Redemption, Red Faction, Armageddon, and Guerrilla. Remember Me. This is a great game. Look at that sweet $12.99, man. What year? Does this say what year? This was taken in 2014. If you ever wanted to know, I don't know if they still do this. This is the date. So July 9th, 2014. Excuse me. Resident Evil 5, 6, Operation Rack City, Revelations, Resonance of Fate, Ridge Racer 6, Rise of the Argonauts, Rock Band 3. I only have Rock Band 3 just because I have all the songs imported from 1 and 2, so there's not really a reason for me to own the other two. Table Tennis, Rogue fucking Warrior, The Saboteur, Saints Row 2. Saints Row 3 I have digitally, and I have all of them digitally actually at this point, so I don't have the other ones. This samurai game, Secret Service. This is another one I got because it's not a double pack, so it's not as common. Sega Superstars Tennis. Should probably play that at some point. It actually looks cool. Shadowrun, Shell Shock 2, Silent Hill, the HD collection. Actually, this might be sealed. I can't. No, I opened it. Okay. Homecoming. I don't have Downpour. I need to get Downpour. Sneak King, Soldier of Fortune Payback. Both one of the Sonic, the newer Sonic All-Stars game. Sonic 06. Soul Calibur, Spec Ops The Line, Spectral Force 3. This is another one that's getting up there in price. Glad to have this. It's an Atlas game, so it's constantly going up in price. But pretty cool game. Splatterhouse. Whatever Splinter Cell that was. As I basically have to lay on my stomach here. I apologize. Splinter Cell Double Agent, Star Ocean, The Last Hope. Force Unleashed 2 I own for some reason. Now my cat's crawling on me. Stuntman Ignition, Syndicate, Tales of Vesperia, Tenchu Z, Last Testament of Sherlock Holmes, Tetris Revolution, Time Shift, Tomb Raider, Tony Hawk. I have all the Tony Hawks for 360. Two Human, Tornado Outbreak, the shitty 2008 Turok game, Two Worlds 1 and 2. Yes, that's Vampire Rain back there. Wet. I think we have Zone of the Enders is the last thing back there. Viva Pinata, Virtua Fighter 5 Online. Vanquish is back there. So yeah, a lot of stuff. Syndicate. Yeah, it's a pretty modest collection of games. Yeah, like I like it. It's a pretty good collection of stuff. Just trying to see if there's any other highlights here that I should point out. Oof. Magna Carta 2. One of these is sealed. I'm trying to remember which one is sealed. It might be First Templar. Yeah, First Templar is sealed. Never opened that. Anything that's like a special or collectors, for the most part, those boxes are boxed away in my attic right now. Anything that like won't fit on the shelf or anything like that, pretty much is boxed on the shelf. Boxed up there. Cruise Crusade. That no, I want to say I just got that this year at the yeah, that was at the Midwest Gaming Classic this year. So that one, Call This Up Saga I got in 2019 MGC, and then that I got this year MGC. Obviously, I think I mentioned before, I love both Condemned games. I really wish they put Condemned 2 out on PC. So you can see up there GameCube stuff and Xbox One / Series X is all just mixed together. But yeah, I got just a random amount of 360 stuff. Duke Nukem Forever. I'm missing, it's in my office, the first one, because that was the last game I was playing on 360. That's actually in my office right now. I never played Never Dead either. Like, that's the thing, too. I have a ton of games that I'd like to go back. Like, I'm starting to consider doing that on the channel and just, like, taking a game off of the shelf and doing a video on it. Like, something that I have never played or anything like that. I did that when I started the channel in 2017, and I would do, like, focused videos on specific games. But I haven't done it in a long time. So I think we can turn on the, I wonder if the light will help here. A little bit, actually. Man, it's really dusty down here. Yeah, the reason why I'm able to do this today is my girlfriend and I, we had company over the weekend, so we had to really clean the shit out of this place. And, like, this is probably the cleanest it is, minus, like, Thanksgiving. So I was like, you know what? I have an opportunity to actually get down here and look at these games. Why don't I stream that tonight before, since I've been talking about it for so long? Fatal Inertia, that's another good one. It's the original Dragon's Dogma 2, I believe. I never got the Dark Arisen version. This is a good one. You don't see this as often anymore. Like, even at conventions, I don't see it come up too often. The 360 version, at least. The Club. This is another good one. This is a random game I remember renting. I want to say, I'm going to look at it here. Yeah, 2008. I remember it's one of the last games I remember renting from, like, Blockbuster. I remember renting that from Blockbuster. I'm trying to remember some of the 360 era games I rented. Prey was one for sure. That actually came from a local place by me called Dollar Video. I want to say, where was it? Conan. I'm pretty sure I rented that at one point. There wasn't too much, because that was the era where I really kind of, like, started buying games instead of renting them. But every once in a while, when there was a game that was uncertain, 50 Cent Blood on the Sand, I know I rented. I bought that years later to have it. I bought it years later before it was backwards compatible, too. I'm just looking through other stuff that I might... I don't have a 360 GTA 5 copy, because when it came out on Xbox One, I traded the 360 version in. And, like, it's such a common game, I don't really feel like I'm missing anything there. I want to say... No, Lost Planet I rented, and I didn't like it in the beginning. And then I ended up trading it in towards... Because that was January of 2007. And then I traded in towards Crackdown. This is my original copy of Crackdown, too. from 2007. You know, the reason everybody bought it was for that Halo beta, man. Most of the games are from when I originally bought them. I mean, some of them obviously were from my GameStop days. Tomb Raider, I have the collector's edition. That's in my office, actually, so that's just the game there. Was Syndicate, was that my original? Because that was another game I bought at launch. Yeah, that's probably my original copy of that too. I don't think I ever traded that in. No, I'm not a person that bought a fucking Sonic 06 Day 1. I bought that years later just to have it. Homecoming, this might be, let me look at that too. This might be the original copy I bought of this game too, actually. That was a disappointing game, but I still played it. I liked Downpour. I'm the weird person that liked Downpour. I know people don't. But I did. This is my original copy of Rock Band 3. All of these are from launch, like Resident Evil 5. We'll set this down here. Resident Evil 5, I have the collector's edition. Somewhere I have the gold box too. I filed it away. But all the Resident Evils I bought day one. So 5, 6, Operation Raccoon. Actually, I take it back. Raccoon City, that's a funny story. Raccoon City, we all fucking were going to go all in on. Like, my group of friends at the time. I think Dan... Yeah, because we were all working at GameStop at the time. So Dan would have been part of it too. So that game, I'm going to pull it out here. I'll pull it out here and I'll tell the story. Ugh. So this would have been March 20th of 2012, because this game came out before 6, I believe. Let's look. This is not the original copy I bought. 2012. So this game came out in March of 2012, so it was before 6. And I remember my group of friends, we were all going to go in on it, and at the very last minute, we all had it pre-ordered at the store. At the very last minute, like, all the reviews came out, like, this game is fucking trash, because it's made by Slant 6. Slant 6, right there, the logo, if it focuses. Those are the people that made SOCOM. And so it's not like a typical Resident Evil game. And it got bad reviews and shit, so we kind of all were, like, collectively at the last minute, like, nah, I'm going to save my money. Like, it's one of the few times where I said fuck it and did not pick up a reserve, and I think I rolled it to the next game. But, yeah, years later, somebody traded in this collector's edition at the store, and I bought it. So, it is a back-and-pack game, and it actually runs decent on the Series X now. Revelations I bought day one as well. So yeah, all of these minus this, this, and this, those are all my day one. Red Dead Redemption also is my original copy. In fact, Gears of War 1 is not, but Gears 2 and 3 are my original copies. GTA 4 is probably one of my oldest original copy games for the 360. My oldest original 360 game that I still have is probably Halo 3. This is my original copy of Halo 3 from 2007. This is my favorite game for the system, easily, outside of Oblivion. I was a stupid idiot. When the collector's edition that came out, I did not get that. Years later, my girlfriend would buy that for me for my birthday one year. So I have all 3 versions of it now. Like, I have the Chief helmet and everything. But, like, even when Best Buy was mass selling those at a discount, I did not pick it up. But I got it years later, because now it's actually worth a little bit of money. But there's a time they couldn't get rid of those. I really don't know why I don't own Borderlands 1. I must be missing it, because it seems strange to me that I don't own that. Really bizarre. That might be my original copy of Lost Odyssey as well. I'm just looking through other shit. But yeah, I have a ton of 360 games, man. I'm sure there are bigger. There are. I'm not sure. I know there are bigger collections of 360 games out there. I know there's stuff I'm missing, but I like my collection of 360, and I'm still trying to. I'm still trying to get more stuff for it slowly. Like I'm not. I will say in like the last year or two, I've significantly slowed down my game collecting. I don't do as much as I used to, but like when I am gonna go to a convention or something, I definitely try to splurge at that time. So yeah, I was trying to think. I'm looking over here and like we have these like these are these pictures and stuff that we're just kind of hanging. This is a thing my girlfriend like painted years ago. That looks really cool. So my girlfriend is kind of an artist. She's very good. But I have some other stuff here too. Like I think these are these are prints I got at a comic convention. So they're all going to be Batman related probably. Oh no, I used to hang this at my desk at previous job back when I had to go into an office. Oh yeah. So there's a lot of stuff over here. Give me a second here. I'm trying. Get myself up off this ground, man. Grab that. Ugh, man alive. Don't get old. But yeah, that's pretty much my 360 collection. It's much easier. Like even still, like my Xbox and PS2 collection is it's just in a bad place right now. That's like really hard to get to. I just realized too. You want to talk about a system that I have like an insane amount of sealed stuff for? PS4. Like look at this. Death Smiles 1 and 2. PlayStation 4 is very close to rivaling my 360 collection. Like, I would have to go on GameEye and check the numbers. But, yeah, they're pretty close to being rivaled. But, like, the one thing I'll say is, like, most of my 360 stuff is open. My PS4, I have a lot of sealed games. And, like, the difference is, like, for PS4, a lot of them are games that I bought digitally and then was like, oh, the physical version's like $5, so I might as well own it and I'll never open it. And so I have a lot of situations like that. Or situations like, hey, I bought this on limited. There was like maybe a 2-year period where I was really into limited run games. Now I kind of fucking hate them. But like, for example, it's really dusty at top, but both of these, I hate one of them's. Unfortunately, I can hear one of them rattling, but yeah, like I have those sealed. These are a little bit more recent. I have all 3 of these. The Ryza. The third one I have on PS5. Yeah, like it's fucking wild how many PS4 games I have that are just sealed. Just because I didn't get to them. Here's a bigger one. I'll move that out of the way. Here's a bigger one. I have both of these, but here's the 25th Ward. Never opened that. This one was more recent actually, because I think it hit like $5 or $10 on Amazon. I picked up the Shimigami Nocturne. Never played it. You'll hear me say that. You'll hear me say that a lot for PS4. It's like have it, never played it. I literally own every Yakuza game physically, and I've only played Like a Dragon. Like a Dragon is the only one I own for Xbox because that's where I played it. I take it back. I don't own Ishin, and I don't own the Man Who Lost His Name or whatever that one's called. That one's digital only. So I actually I teased this on podcast 572, but like I'm currently playing through the Final Fantasy Pixel collection, and I was like, well, I said to Dan, like maybe I finally open this after Final Fantasy 1 and play Stranger Paradise. That I got clearance for $30 like a year ago. This happened. I got this clearance like right when this game came out because we had a Walmart by us, like in my area, that they were doing like a reset or something, and for whatever reason they were like, "Fuck it, put all these games on clearance." So I have a lot of weird shit like that. Like here's a copy of Hades for $10 I got because of that. Here's a good one. Sonic Colors. I got 15 clearance. Super Monkey Ball I got for 5. There's another one sitting over there, but I don't want to pull it because I feel like it's going to pull a bunch of shit out. There was some PlayStation stuff like that as well, but it was mostly Xbox. But yeah, that was all part of like, that was literally like the same thing. And like I think we all made like a couple trips. They never did it by me, but I also got, at the time, it's not worth that much now, but they had this like maybe a week after it came out. So like this would have been 2022. They had this for like $15. And I was like, this just came out, dude. We can talk about PS5 games I've sealed that I haven't even looked at yet. Tactics Ogre. I haven't looked at that. Unicorn Overlord. Ugh. I did open this, but I have not played it. Valkyrie Elysium. Here's another good one. I got this earlier this year. I have not played it yet. Prince of Persia. It's supposed to be good. I've not played Octopath Traveler 2. Here's one I got. I think... want to say I told Dan to buy this too, but I can't remember. Gloomhaven. Got that sealed. I want to say this was a limited run thing. Fresh Bites, Blood Rain, Betrayal. Doki Doki Literature Club, sealed. Oh yeah, I think I mentioned this on the last stream when I was looking through shit. I totally forgot I bought this Daymare 94 Sandcastle. I gotta look at that at some point. Like, that's the point that I've been trying to make recently is like, if we keep getting in this rut or like going through this thing where like we make games that people aren't interested in, I have such a backlog of shit to play. I'm good. Like I could literally take 2 to 3 years off from buying any games and be perfectly fine because I have so many fucking games to play. Not to mention, if you really want to get down to it, my Switch. I have. We'll bring it over there real quick. I have. It's kind of hard to see where it's located because I have this giant stack of. And the cat tree's kind of in the way too here, so you'll have to mind that, but. I have such a stack of games and shit here. This sweet Super Nintendo Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula. But yeah, I have all my... unfortunately, the cats are kind of messed around down there. But I have a bunch of just games that are sealed for Switch that I've been waiting. I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting for the Switch too so I can open them and play them. Because I know they're going to play better there. But, yeah. Like this sweet... gosh, it's a little dusty. James Bond. I think it's the collection that has everything but Spectre, maybe. But yeah. So I got stuff there to play for sure. I'm still mad about this. I just want to play this fucking Pirates of the Caribbean game. One day. One day. But yeah, that pretty much does my 360 collection. Like, I don't really have like the 360 guitars and stuff. They're in a closet somewhere. The only I have the box here for the Rock Band 4. just kind of out in the open here. But yeah, that's kind of it. Like it's a good, solid 360 collection of stuff, man. But I'm gonna end it here because I'm gonna be getting over to Blood Omen in a little bit here. So if you guys want to see some Blood Omen, stick around. I'll be on my computer probably in 10 minutes or so. Hope you guys enjoyed me kind of running through the 360. Hell of a machine. So anyways, I will catch you all later. Thank you for tuning in.